Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We are very excited to have a chance to talk to you about our upcoming after-school conference and hear your thoughts about what you're hoping the conference will offer this year. So thank you. I'm Kim Larson, and I work with a team of people to plan the Stay Connected webinars and the Get Connected conference. We work with Beyond School Bells and Nebraska Extension, the Nebraska Department of Education, and the 21st Century Community Learning Center program. So part of our team is on this webinar today. Sherry Landis is our web person extraordinaire and does lots of behind the scenes work for the conference. So we're glad Sherry could join today too. So I'm going to start us off by sharing my screen. And I want to take you to the conference website before we get into too much detail about the actual conference. Okay, are you seeing the conference webpage? Everybody? Okay. So you can see we have a save the date up there. The conference will be held September 10th of 2021 in Omaha this year at the CHI Health Center, and Jan will be sharing a little more about our facility in just a second. But you can see we do offer two options for joining the conference this year. We will be offering an in-person conference at the CHI Health Center. You or your staff, your colleagues would also be able to join a virtual conference similar to what we did last year, where we will have recorded sessions and then you can view those as you are able. We will likely have some streamed sessions as well. So we're looking at offering a variety of venues to meet your different needs. We secured a keynote speaker, and so you can read a little bit about Tony Smith. We're real excited he's able to come in person this year. And I also wanted to show you that we have our RFP posted now. So if you are interested in presenting a session, you can go to this webpage to find the RFP. And you can see here the conference themes are listed. And we'll be asking if you are interested in doing a live in-person 50-minute workshop session. If you're interested in leading a session where participants can get take-home kits of materials, that will be an option. And then also 15 to 30-minute recorded sessions would be an option. So if you are interested, we'd love to have you submit a proposal. If any of your community partners might be interested, please feel free to forward this information to them. Or if you've heard any excellent presenters recently that you would like to recruit to present at the conference, please let them know that the RFP is now open. So I'm going to stop sharing, and unless you have questions about just any of that basic information I showed you, I will let Jan Handa talk a little more about the CHI Health Center.
Yeah, oops. I'm unmuted. Thanks, Kim. So we signed the contract to reserve space at the CHI Center about 2 years ago because we intended the 2020 conference to be held there. And due to COVID, we had to make some adjustments, obviously. But I'm going to share my screen here just to let you know where the CHI Convention Center is in case you've not ever been to Omaha to this location. If you have ever been to Omaha and gone to the College World Series or any baseball games at TD Ameritrade Ballpark, that's right here. And you just continue down 10th Street here, and this is the CHI Center. We're going to have the conference space that's up on the second floor of this convention center. The parking is right across the street in this lot B, so that's going to be very convenient. And then we have reserved a block of rooms at the Hilton Hotel that's also right across the street. And it actually has a skywalk that you can go from the hotel over to CHI without having to go outdoors or cross the street. And the information about the room block, if you're interested in staying at the Hilton, we'll have that posted in the next couple of days on that conference website that Kim just showed you. So if that's something you'd like to get booked right away, you can check that. You can stay anywhere you'd like in Omaha, and you can see the list, the Marriott right next door here. There's a lot of options in Omaha, obviously. So you can check out, wherever you'd like to stay. But this is a pretty easy place to get to. It's just off of 480 on the interstate. But what I also would like to say is at the CHI, because this will be in person, we have no idea what the health directives or what the circumstances will be by then. So we are going to require people that attend in person to wear a mask, and we will provide the mask. That'll be part of your registration fee. We will include the mask at the time you check in that day. But if that's not something comfortable to you, or you would rather not have to wear a mask, or you would rather not come in person to it, we're also offering that live streaming option. And we will have both the morning keynote by Tony Smith, that will be live streamed. So you'll be able to hear that exactly at the same moment that the people attending in person will hear it. We'll also stream whatever our lunchtime events are. Once the meal has been served, that will be streamed. And then we'll have a dedicated breakout room that will have 3 breakouts during the day. Those will all be live streamed, as well as being able to have the option of watching any of the recorded sessions. We will be recording these live stream sessions this year. And registration fees, if you decide to come in person, is going to be $80. That will include all your meal, your lunch meal, but other refreshments in the morning. Like I mentioned, the face mask. We are working on providing an audiobook again this year. We're looking for a sponsor to help underwrite that cost, but that will be included in your registration fee. There will be a youth marketplace, and Sandra will tell you more detail about some of those things, but all of those features for the live conference, if you come in person, will be available for $80. And then if you'd rather join virtually, or maybe you want to come, but maybe there's staff that can't get away and make the trip that want to participate virtually, that option is $45. And then new this year, and Sandra, again, we'll talk about this, is an option for school administrators, school board members that might want to participate in the morning keynote and some selected sessions, and there will be no charge for that option. We're excited about the CHI Center. It is a beautiful facility, and we've got lots of space, wide open space with lots of light. It feels very airy and welcoming. So we're really proud to be able to offer the conference in a beautiful facility like that. So we're hoping that as the pandemic starts to become better controlled, that events like this will become something that we can go back to offering. So I'll stop talking and hand it off here to.
Can I add one more thing? Because I see we have at least one community partner on board here. We will have, if you've been to the CHI Health Center, inside the glass windows, they have a beautiful, bright space, and we will invite all of our partner spotlight organizations to have a table again this year. So we'll be getting the word out about that and the forms that need to be filled out. So I just wanted to add that. Thanks. Sandra, we'll let you take it away.
As you both are talking, I'm just thinking about how much this conference has grown in the last 5 years, and new things that we're trying, and adding the audiobooks. We first offered that last year, and that went really well. The youth marketplace, the first time we did that was last year too. It wasn't quite the experience we were hoping for, but we're really looking forward to this year being able to have youth actually come to the event and sell some items if they are interested in that, and also have an opportunity where youth can send items ahead if they can't be there in person to sell them. But it will be right there and you will walk away with whatever you browse through and decided to purchase. So we're really looking forward to that experience. And one of the things we need you to do in order for it to be a great experience, well, one, we want you to be ready to shop when you come. That'll be just in the afternoon of the conference. But we also want you to talk to youth in your programs and get some entrepreneurship programs started so that youth can have products to bring to the conference. And there's lots of resources for that. And you'll hear more about that coming up on the Stay Connected webinars. But Beyond School Bells has lots of resources for supporting youth entrepreneurs. So does Nebraska 4-H. So we really encourage you to look into doing some entrepreneurship programming this spring and fall so that youth have products that they're ready to bring to that marketplace in September. We're also really excited about that administrator track. That is something brand new that we're trying this year. We haven't done it before, but because we have Tony Smith coming and he is such a national leader in the idea of full service community schools, we really wanted to take advantage of that and have opportunities to bring administrators in to the discussion of what a full service community school can bring to your school and your community, and give opportunities for administrators to talk to one another about how they're supporting after school in their district and what they're doing and what's working and what's exciting. So that's going to be something brand new this year. Again, we'd really like your help in selling that to your school administrators, making sure that they know that it's available, it's free. It won't take their whole day. It'll just be kind of a block in that morning to spend thinking about after school and really how to engage the whole community in what they're doing. So those are some of our highlights. Other themes that we're going to be focusing on this year: equity and inclusion, which is, we had that as a theme last year, and environmental education was a theme last year that we're carrying over into this year. We're also having a theme around academic support, accelerate, and renewal. We know a lot of schools are looking at how to provide additional support post-COVID. So we want to bring together the best of what is working and what we're trying around that accelerate and renewal theme. We're also thinking that emotional health and wellness is going to continue to be really important for our students and our staff. And then we will have lots of ideas around innovative programming. We've had a facilitator who wanted to do a swimming workshop at the conference for a couple of years. And we're hoping that that may come into being, that we may be able to use the pool at the Hilton to do a swimming workshop. If you've got access to a swimming pool in your community, that may be a workshop you want to look into. So those are some of the things that we're really excited about. And really what we want to do with the remainder of our time today is hear from you about what you're hoping to see at the conference this year. What would you like to see as we come back together for an in-person conference this year? Or what concerns do you have about coming back together in person? This is a small group, so I really need everybody to engage with us. Either unmute your microphone or type something in the chat. We'd like to hear one hope and one concern that you have about coming together.
I hope I don't catch the coronavirus.
Me too.
I am excited about it. I like the, the conferences, and I always enjoy the food.
We've heard good things about the catering at CHI Health Center, so I think we are going to enjoy the food. And they are also working with us around COVID safety procedures and how to give us more space in our conference rooms that people won't be so crowded together, and more space in general, so that they're being good partners and helping us all stay healthy.
This is Sherry Larson from Blue Devil Academy in Plattsmouth. And my hope is that even though we're live, we still tape them, because that was such a wonderful resource to be able to go back and look at them multiple times and share them out. I personally looked at like 3 or 4 of them at least twice and sent them out again. So I really appreciate that. And then a concern is that people will follow the rules. Will they wear their masks? By that time, people will feel even more comfortable than they're feeling right now. But we'll do our part. We'll wear our masks. So it sounds amazing. I mean, that facility is excellent. And I don't know how you guys did it. I mean, that's incredible. So thank you.
Sherry, one of the things we'd love to know is what sessions people really use those recordings on, because our setup is going to allow us to record one session during each workshop block. So we
Okay.
want to make sure that we're making the best choices about which sessions to record.
I did have, nope, that's not it. I did keep track of the ones I went to, and I had the staff do the same, and the ones we watched. So I can see if I can get those to you, but they were a whole bunch of them. We ended up watching a lot of them. So I don't know how helpful that would be for you. Okay.
Any information would be helpful. So we would appreciate that.
Okay.
It'll also help us as we're thinking about which sessions to accept into the conference. So that, knowing what people would like to have, what topics you would like, is really helpful. So I think I'm going to ask everybody to type in the chat one workshop topic that you would like to have, something that you'd like to see a session on at the conference.
I can't spell.
That's okay. I'm going to pause for one more minute and give everybody a chance to type. This is a quiz. So far, I only see comments from people who have their cameras on. So are the rest of you really here? Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Julia.
I'm trying to eat lunch, so I don't think you guys want to see my food everywhere.
Yeah, that's the challenge when it's scheduled over your noon hour and you don't have very long.
Yes, I do have to say, 2 years ago, I was able to go to this conference, and my favorite one was the NASA one they did. That was a really good one. And I want to see, I guess one that I would like to see is how to get kids engaged in like a cooking club, like kids that maybe want to learn how to cook, but the parents aren't truly involved with them. Like a cooking club for them to, just learn how life skills and stuff, I guess. I don't know if that's something that.
I know I have some colleagues in Extension that might have some good suggestions for that.
Okay.
So I will try to recruit. That's one of the reasons we really wanted to hear from you about what topics you'd like, because we're open to everybody presenting a session, but sometimes we know we have to go out and sort of search for those topics that we really want to hear, more about. So knowing now what sessions you'd like to hear, we can start recruiting people, because we're going to be reviewing sessions in May. So we want everyone who is interested to be submitting proposals in the next 3 weeks. So we really need to be pushing with people that we want specific topics from.
Okay, thank you.
And if you are program leaders, if you have chances to bring your staff together, feel free to post the question to them, and then you can email one of us and let us know what interests your staff have. We want to make sure there's plenty of sessions for program leaders and staff, community partners, all of you.
One of the things we tried last year was a workshop where you paid a little extra for the workshop and you got a set of supplies that went with the content that was covered in the workshop. Sandra Day did one on solar oven, and I did one using our Mission to Mars 4-H kit. And we would like to do that type of session again. We're hoping to have 3 sessions where if you register for that, you will leave. And the nice thing, because we're in person, you would actually leave the conference with those supplies so you can take them back and do them right away. So that's another kind of specific area. If you know of something you'd really like to have a kit of supplies around, we're looking for people to do those sessions as well. The other thing that we did a lot of last year is we had our presenters pre-record their sessions, and that made it a little bit easier for them to participate in the conference because they weren't nervous about presenting. And we're going to have an option again this year. If you have something you'd like to pre-record, and especially if you're just kind of teaching how to do something, you can do that in about half an hour. We're going to have those pre-recorded sessions. And I would guess that everybody on the webinar today has an area where they have expertise, and they could tell us in 15 to 30 minutes how to do something in their after school program that's working really well for them. I would like all of you to consider putting in a proposal either for a full 45-minute workshop or for one of those pre-recorded sessions, and really think about what are the things that you're doing that you're really enjoying and the kids are enjoying, and share that with the rest of us. Those would be are wonderful resources for us all to have. It looks like Jack is willing to do a session. Thank you, Jack, for that. You're always a great resource.
If more people are interested in like that idea I had for how to structure a lesson so students are engaged, you know, and how to involve them and stuff, I could do something like that if you wanted me to do it.
That would be wonderful. We've got some resources around planning lessons, but we don't have something that really focuses on how do you structure it so it's really engaging. That would be fantastic, Sherry.
And that's something we're working on. We've got a new person in the group we're moving along a little bit, you know, really likes the worksheets, and because they're safe, you know, they're safe. And so we're trying to get them to move to that next step, and we will. But so I'm putting that together for them. So maybe, I don't know, think about it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sherry. That would be great. Our programs always look for resources to help them with planning. I think that would be very well received.
Kim, can you type your email in the chat just in case? Because we did ask people about any concerns that you have and our hopes. And if there's something that you are thinking about or comes up as you're talking to your staff and you don't want to share it here on the webinar, share that with Kim. She leads the planning committee, and she can bring that back to the committee that meets each week and really try to address that, because we do want everyone to feel comfortable participating either virtually or in person. And we want to provide the best experience we can. We're hoping to have 500 people participate this year. That would be our biggest after school conference yet, but we think it's an achievable goal. So we're hoping everybody will want to come.
Any other comments or questions for any of us? We're getting excited. We have lots of planning meetings scheduled, and we really do want the conference to reflect what you want and what your staff need. So please stay in touch with any of us, and we will really appreciate your input. So thank you for joining today. We are really glad you did. And if along the same lines, if you or you know somebody who might be interested in leading a Stay Connected webinar, we also have a form on the website where you can submit an idea, and then we'll get back to you and find a time where we can make that happen as well. Well, if there aren't any other comments or questions or anything you want to share, we'll go ahead and conclude this Stay Connected webinar. Our next opportunity will be on May 6th, and you can join that one to learn about the Marathon Kids program. That might be a program you want to offer during your summer program or this fall. So we'll get more information out about that soon. Thanks, Sandra and Jan, and thanks to all of you who joined today.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all for your input. I did save the chat so we can look back.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.